Cheers, Gordon.
Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Christina and this is my first ever YouTube video. I'm flying to LA this Friday and I thought I'd give myself a knitting challenge while I'm on this trip, and this will be a perfect content for my first video. So I did think about what I wanted to make in this first knitting challenge video, and I finally decided that I want to try to finish on this weekend LA trip. I don't know if that's a realistic goal, but I've heard that it's such a fun and enjoyable pattern to knit, and it knits up relatively quickly. So I have with me here 5 balls of yarn in the shade of mustard yellow from my stash. I believe it's called Olivin from Hobby. It's a DK weight yarn and the recommended needle size is 3.5 millimeter, which is a US 4 needles. But we're gonna try to cast on with 5 millimeter needles just so it knits up more quickly, and that way we can hopefully finish the top by the end of the trip. So let's try to make a swatch first. So it is here. I made this swatch using a 5 millimeter needle, and I think it barely met gauge. The gauge for the Ranunculus top is 14 stitches by 20 rows, and I think mine would be around 16 stitches and 22 rows, which is good enough for me. I'll just cast on, and I think I'm ready to knit this top for my LA trip. I have just boarded on the plane and I'm about to cast on. I briefly looked through the pattern when I was on the subway and it looked really hard actually. There were a lot of techniques that I just didn't know, and I was able to look through some videos. And I think I got most of it. I think now I know at least how to cast on. I don't have my crochet hook with me, so I'm gonna cast on with a wider neck. Um, there were a lot of, well, just a few techniques that I just learned through YouTube, and I recorded them with my phone, so hopefully I know how to use them when I'm actually knitting. And I think I'll spend the majority of this time, the flight time, knitting the top, and I'm very excited to start.
This pattern just felt so incredibly hard at the time. As someone who strictly knit only stockinette, like, what do you mean? I have to learn all these techniques. Okay, so this was my first Waymo and I loved it. I was initially going to rent a car, but I do not like to drive and I have bad road rage, so this is probably one of the best decisions I've ever made. There's no driver,
which is kind of surreal still. You can pick your own music, you can talk about whatever you want. They do video record inside the car, so important not to do embarrassing movements. Anyway, it was just so enjoyable and time passed so fast.
I actually don't remember the pattern. It's a loose dog part. That's an Aussie. Loose dog.
For Paraguay, with Gustavo Velasquez coming on. Right back.
I just recorded 3 times because I forgot to turn on my mic. But anyway, welcome to the second day in LA. Today is going to be a very good day. We're on Waymo again. Waymo's very good. It's actually very cheap compared to Uber, maybe. I didn't bring my needles and yarn today because we're going to a lot of places and I don't feel like carrying it back with me. I did work on a little last night, and that's when I realized I made a mistake a few rows back. I forgot to do some increases and my rows count is a bit off, but I'm probably not gonna take back and frog. I'm probably just gonna do some increases on this row to make it the correct number.
Messi is told Scaloni that against whatever wishes his coach has, he's playing against Jordan in the final group. With a Tottenham defender running well.
It was the right idea. It was a great run as well. So I was just waiting for the run from Malanga, but it defended brilliantly.
Did he win that war?
He won that war. He won that war.
So I guess it reflects his domination of the other countries.
Exactly. So it's kind of
So I just came back from Beverly Hills and we're gonna work a little bit more on the Ranunculus top. Hello, welcome to day 3 in LA. Today is the day where we see James Corden. I don't feel good. I don't feel good.
The show was incredible. It was so fun. And with that, my LA trip has ended. I slept the whole way home, so this is the final result. So would I recommend this pattern as a beginner? Absolutely. It looks simple but delicate. You can use basically any yarn, and the pattern is so clear and well written. It makes sense why so many people would make this one over and over again. It's definitely a fast knit, not like 3 days fast, but fast. And if you're going short sleeves, no sleeves to knit either, which is a huge plus for me. So yeah, challenge failed, but I recommend.
Done.